September 6, 2012. Demo on the KKS450R, Kaltenbach upstroking circular cold sawing machine specifically designed for exhaust manufacture. Why is that? Firstly, the controller allows the top clamp and the blade settings to be set individually by timer, so that especially the top clamp can clear any fixtures required for exhaust applications. This machine in addition features items which have become standard for most of our exhaust manufacturing customers, particularly the table, which in contrast to the standard KKS is not a miter table and it's not cast. It is in fact a 3-inch thick mild steel table which allows easy drilling and tapping. The top clamp on these machines has an additional guide, which you can see here, which stops the top clamp rotating backwards and forwards even slightly. It keeps it absolutely dead in position for precise top clamp fixturing. We only have a makeshift fixture here, a semi-jaw on the top, which is not exactly the diameter of the tube. However, for the purposes of this test, it's adequate. Obviously, for production requirements, the fixtures should be precise and much better than this. These machines, as standard, are fitted with a dual PAM control system for safety, and it moves backwards and forwards along the front of the machine on a rail so that it can be positioned in the best place for the operator. On a machine which will be used in an automatic cell, of course, this becomes redundant and will not be provided. Further things on this machine are the holes in the base to allow forklifting of the machine to any location. Many of these machines are moved around the factory as required. Then moving up to the control panel, which I will have to unlock. Here we go. In the back of the processor there are empty input and output sockets, 4 inputs, 2 outputs. More can be provided at additional cost if necessary. Just lock the cabinet again. Finally, a word about the hydraulics. In this machine there's an extra large hydraulic tank and heavy duty hydraulic pump, even bigger and more powerful than the standard KKS machines, and that's probably why we've never ever had an issue with overheating. Completely unknown as far as we're concerned. One final thing, the atomizer coolant system here, standard on these machines, but requested as an option by almost all of our exhaust customers, even on the different models we provide. Finally, the front door, interlocked. There's the interlock. Hydraulic feed cylinder, heavy duty type of course. The shiny block is the atomizer coolant supply, the nylon brushes to remove chip, the blade, and at the other side, probably invisible in this video, is the chain drive for the slower speeds for stainless steel. Feed regulator is here, set in this case, in all cases of exhaust manufacture, in one position pretty much for the life of the machine. So that's the KKS450R machine, special machine for exhaust manufacture. Okay Max, let's take it away. We're going to do 2 or 3 cuts here just to prove the principle. Once you've seen this once, you've pretty much seen it forever. However, let's look and see what happens. Bear in mind these fixtures are temporary. Can we do the cycle from the top, Max, from starting off with the clamp upright? That's great. Right. This would be what happened. Dual PAM control. Max is going to cycle it here. In an automated system it would get an impulse, of course, through the controller. Okay, fire away, Max. Top clamp comes down. Blade comes up. And if you put another one in and do the same again, Max. Obviously these fixtures we have are very preliminary, not really adequate to run at full feed rate, but we're getting pretty close. With proper fixturing, the cut should take 5 to 6 seconds. I don't think we're that far away from this. Okay, Max, sorry, call him Mike. There we go. Now bear in mind the amount that the clamp raises in between these cuts is programmable via the PLC, so we could have that clamp moving right up to the top of its position each time, which of course may be necessary for robot loading or whatever. The point is it's completely programmable. Third one going through now. Let's have a look at that. Try and get a bit closer. Hang on, Max. I'll see if we can get a close-up of this one. Okay, fire away. And there we have it. That's pretty much what it does. The thing is, it keeps on doing it. By the way, this machine weighs in at over 2,500 pounds. Very heavy duty machine, designed and built to go the distance. Everything else about the machine is, as Rolls-Royce would say, sufficient. Sufficient motor power, way more than it needs. Sufficient hydraulics, way more than it needs. Sufficient mechanics, way more than it needs. Excellent coolant, easy to use and very, very reliable, which is the bottom line for these types of jobs. If you have any questions or need more information, by all means call me at 1-800-TALK-SAW extension 16 or mac at smscolumbus.com, and we'll be happy to provide additional information. Thank you.